What's going on, Spurs Nation? Welcome to Spurs Talk with Hanu. We're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about this Primo situation, my thoughts on this Primo situation, as we all aware that he was released from our team hours before the tip-off against Chicago Bulls. It was a shock to us all because, he seems like a good kid, but as you all know, you can't judge, a person from what they appear, judging from the outside looking in, the majority of the times you'll be wrong. So reports came out today that well, by the time y'all get this, it'll be tomorrow. But reports came out today. I read about today is that from ESPN saying that he exposed himself to multiple women, which is justifiable for his release. That's really unacceptable. And when you dealing with a high class organization like San Antonio Spurs, they're not going to tolerate any misconduct of that nature. So he was if those alleged reports is true, then I agree with the decision to release him from the team. So which kind of confused me a bit, because you have these reports that he was exposing himself to multiple women, but when he made his when he came out and talked about it, Josh Primo had this to say. He said, "I know you all are surprised by today's announcement. I've been seeking help to deal with previous trauma I suffered and will now take this time to focus on my mental health treatment more fully. I hope to be able to discuss these issues in the future so I can help others who suffer in a similar way. I appreciate privacy at this time." Now, when he posted that the day he got released, it made it seem as if he was the victim, like he went through something. So when I read that after the game, I was kind of confused. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he went through something that he just needed time away from basketball. But the reports that ESPN coming out with is that no, he was actually exposing himself to multiple females, and which one of the females is like worked with San Antonio. I believe so. They said let me go up and check. Let me see. Yeah. This on Saturday. Also Saturday, attorney Tony Busby told ESPN he has been retained by a woman who worked for the Spurs and alleged Primo exposed himself to her. So he exposed himself to somebody working in the Spurs organization. So that makes a lot of sense. Why they would release him. But when you look at Primo's statement, he makes it seem like he is the one that was like a victim of something, the trauma he went through. Where reality, I believe that he put these women through trauma. If it's true, these are alleged. We don't know what's really going on, but if what is alleged is true, then he put somebody else through trauma. What trauma did you go through? Like, I don't understand that. A lot of things still need to get cleared up. But that's my thought on the situation. It's sad. Me personally, I think Primo. A lot of people was high on Primo. I wasn't really that high on Primo. I think he would have been like a solid role player. I didn't see him as this person that was going to be like a face of a franchise type of player. But many people seen that, and, I could have been wrong. He's 19 years old. He had plenty of time to develop, so I could be wrong. I could have been wrong, but I guess we'll have to see that on another team because he won't be playing for us. But I just think he's, his ceiling was, for me, was a solid role player. But the good news is we get to see a lot of minutes from the rookies that we got this year. We seen Blake Wesley pick up a load of minutes last game, played well. We might see Malachi Branham get some good minutes here and there on the back-to-back games, resting players and stuff that Popovich do time to time. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this team goes moving forward. I like the energy that this team has, and I hope that this decision don't, hurt the team mentality, or, I hope they don't, I hope this don't cause a distraction, because this is a young team. So I hope they continue to play with effort, play for each other, and don't let these things, you know, get inside the locker room, get inside their heads, and become a distraction. I think we started the season well, better than what I thought we would start the season like. Today we'll be playing Minnesota again, I believe, and I mean it's going to be something to look forward to. If we win this game, uh, I think it's a lot to be excited about this season. I always was saying that even in the summer league, I was like, this team is going to be an exciting team this year. A lot of people wrote us off the tank, and you know, tanking is not in Popovich's blood or this organization's blood. This team, this organization is built on winning and trying to win every single game um, that we possibly can. So tanking wasn't an option, and I like that we're going out there battling, playing hard, and you know that's the mentality that we need. That's how you build the winning mentality. If you tell a whole bunch of young players, look, man, we tanking, you know, I'm not telling them like personally, but you know, players understand when you put out a certain team and that team is not the best team. Players know what the best starting five is and etc. So they'll know if any foolery is going on to try to tank games, and that sends the wrong message to a young team. Because you're trying to grow these guys to be winners, and if you tell them, oh, we want to, you know, put out that message as if we want to lose or make actions that appear that you're tanking, then you know it breeds losers, and we don't want to breed losers in San Antonio. We want to breed winners. So that's my thoughts on the Primo situation. It's just disappointing, but I guess we got to see what unfolds. Then obviously this thing is going to be silent for a while. Of course, reporters just want to ask questions, but I expect it to be silent. And you know, this is all we're going to get for a while, and until obviously if they go to court or etc. That's when we start to hear. That's when we will start to hear more. But until then, I expect, you know, everybody to have their mouth shut, move, you know, go on as, you know, as any other day, you know, preparing for the next game. But yeah, it's just disappointing. But you know, we can't, you know, we can't put faith in human beings that we don't know. You know, everybody looks like they're a good person, or not to say that he's a bad person, but we can't have this image that a person is a perfect person. You know, we can't look at these athletes or celebrities as perfect people, because they have flaws just like we have, and they do make mistakes just like we have, and they do things that's, you know, questionable. Um, so it's disappointing, yeah, but you know, we have to move on as an organization, and you just got to keep it on, keep it on. You know, we got to keep on keeping on. So peace and blessings. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.